So I'm sorry that I can't be with you in person today to talk about the Teaching Computing module. Unfortunately, I'm meeting in Edinburgh, but it's great to be able to be here with you virtually. So what is the Teach Computing module? Well, Albert Einstein said, you don't really understand something unless you can explain it to your grandmother. I think Einstein's wrong, and it's not very often I say that, because I think you don't really understand something unless you can explain it to a bored 10-year-old who would rather be any place other than school. If you can hold their attention, if you can get them motivated and interested in what you're saying, then you really understand something. So in this module, what you will do is in pairs, because I know that going to school can be a bit intimidating, so you always do this together in pairs. You will decide on one computing concept that excites you and you'd like to communicate. You will then come up with a plan to communicate this in a fun and inspiring way. You'll actually go to a school and execute your plan, and then you'll create a video explaining what your idea was and evaluating exactly how it went. What would you do differently if you were to do this again? You will, as part of this module, become a qualified card-carrying or badge-wearing, as it now is, STEM ambassador. So lots of STEM ambassadors report enjoying a sense of achievement, facing a different challenge for everyday work, challenging stereotypes which young people have about STEM subjects and related careers. For example, maybe you'll teach the school kids that not all computer scientists are geeks. They also talk about getting a fresh perspective on day-to-day work when seen through the eyes of the young people and the students. Talk about helping them make a difference to the local community and developing new skills and confidence. The great thing is that you will be able to say, I am a STEM ambassador on your CV, and that's actually a skill that people are really interested in, because it shows that you're interested in communicating computing, communicating science, and working with schools. In order to become a STEM ambassador, you must attend the training, which we've organised here in Dundee University for you, on Friday the 24th of January. You will have to register prior to attending the training, and you must bring what required documents. This is so you can get what's called a PVG certificate, which is like protection of vulnerable groups, and it just shows that you are a safe person to go into schools. I will put announcements on My Dundee about the training, about the registration, and about exactly what documents you have to bring. But if you're at home over Christmas, it might be worth looking out things like your birth certificate, your passport, any personal identifying paperwork that you have at home, and bring it back with you just in case. So the details of the module: mode of delivery is it's 3 4-hour workshops and then 2 4-hour sessions in a school. The first session is just for you to get familiar with the classroom, with the teacher, with the students, how they work. The second session is when you actually deliver your plan. The assessment, as I said already, is all in pairs. It's all in pairs. It's 25% of a lesson plan, which is 2 to 4 pages, and will give you a really detailed template and also explain to you how to do a lesson plan. 25% is professionalism, and that's based on report from the school, how the teachers think it went, so forth. And 50% is a reflective video of 5 to 10 minutes of you outlining how it all went. So that's all from me. That's the full module. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ping me an email. I hope to be teaching you again this year. Take care all.